Alright, what up guys? A bit of a misclick right there, nearly clicked the wrong scene, but here we are on another GoWAUSNZ stream. Today we got Fatal Deception vs Reborn Esports. I'm Mike Stan. Here with me today is one of the gods of shoutcasting, Bioacid himself. How's it going?
I don't even know if I should talk. He didn't have the booyah in there, like
Yeah, I know,
already just walking out the door.
I said
out the
Bio
door.
and then I was meant to say it and then I said Acid. I'm like, it's too late to correct it now, so...
Nah, go on. See you later. No, mate, it's great to be here. You know, Gears of War is a great game that I love spectating. I have done it at Lance before. Not the biggest of commentator for Gears, as everyone would know. I am Call of Duty. However, I have done Gears before. I do know some little things here or there, and I just bring the voice along. I'm happy you asked me to come along and do this. Of course, having to get back in touch with Gears for ACL. I guess you could call it ACL Sydney, but it's really the EB Expo that's happening with the ACL National Finals. I'm going to be doing some Gears of War commentating. So, again, thank you for having me.
Yeah, definitely. That practice is something that you always want to have. We would normally be jumping straight into this. We normally do our streams on time. However, these teams have advised me that we will be starting a bit late. They are just waiting on one more member, I think, for the Fatal Deception side. So that's why we haven't gotten straight into the gameplay. But while we wait, we will just talk a bit about the teams themselves. For Fatal Deception, we will be seeing Hobo Apocalypse, which is Iceman. I'm not too sure if you remember casting at ACL Melbourne. He was there. We also have O'Beefy, Lovely Bondi, and Lovely Willing playing for that side. For the Reborn side, I'm not too sure on this lineup. It might change last minute. However, I'm pretty sure it is Villy Army, I Lumberjack, Aesthetic Mango, and Galaxy. For the maps that we'll be playing today, it is CGI. I'm not too sure if you're familiar on the CGI rules, Bio. But we do need to play all 5 maps in Gears of War CGI, which are Cove, Checkout, King of the Hill, Slab, Execution Old Town, and then Execution Drydock to finish it up. It doesn't matter if a team has already, achieved a 3-0 win, they still need to play the remaining 2 maps, as it all counts towards finals at the end of the season.
Oh, that's slack. Phone in the background. Professional casting here, and the phone goes off in the background. Just Mike Star, come on, mate.
It's not my fault.
Yeah, it is.
It's your retweets, alright? It's people retweeting your tweet.
Honestly, it's going to be a great match tonight. The name Lumberjack does seem to ring a bell with me. I'm not quite sure why. I have seen that name before. May have been someone else completely different, but that name does seem to ring a bell with me. However, the other names, not too familiar with. I didn't do that much at Melbourne for ACL, of course. I was trying to enjoy the event myself, as doing the COD commentary as well. But Sydney was where I actually did a fair bit of. But, any Gears of War match is always a great one, in my opinion, because it's a great spectating game. I think because I don't really spectating as much as what I would say with COD, because the simple fact is I see COD all the time. It's one of the main things that I watch. So when I watch Gears, it really gets my attention. So, if I'm just not talking at all for a while, that's probably because I'm just enjoying the game too much and it's focusing on what's going on. And it can be a bad thing for someone like myself to do that while you're actually supposed to be commentating. But we'll see how we go tonight. I'm hoping to see some good plays. I love execution. King of the Hill is always one of the favourites, I guess you could say, as well. But it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out. What teams go for what weapons during that round to see how they all play it out.
Yeah, definitely. King of the Hill is one of those more action-packed game types. You can play it slow with your Lancers, or you can go run and gun. As one of my teammates likes to call it, going for Narnia. And just run in with your shotgun. You can also, there's different ways to play it. These strategies that teams use, I believe I remember seeing someone, international caster just mention it, that Gears of War has sometimes teams think of 3 to 4 different strategies per round, per map, and they can just revolve around them like that. You mentioned earlier, you recognize one of the names. Reborn Esports was one of the teams that actually did compete, and Fatal Deception competed as well, but with a different lineup. For Reborn, we had Villy Army, Lumberjack, both competing at ACL Melbourne. Aesthetic Mango was actually competing for another team. And for Fatal Deception, we had Hobo Apocalypse, which is Iceman. I'm not sure if that rings a bell to you, who also competed at that LAN event as well. So you might see some familiar faces or maybe some familiar movement or gameplay when you start watching these guys play. I'm not too sure how long we will be waiting due to these guys. They said between, now and 10 minutes, so I guess we'll just try to wing it. If you guys have any questions as well, let us know. But firstly, talk about the EB Expo for a little bit. For those that don't know, it is a week away for Gears of War. It is next Friday, starting at 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. I don't think we have 8 teams yet. I think we have around 6 or 7. So try hit up Durka or Midnight at ACL Durka or ACL Midnight on Twitter. See if you can get a spot in for that. If you have a team that really wants to sign up, try hit them up and maybe they can get you in. It is a prestigious ACL Finals event in line with EB Expo, so it is definitely going to be huge. What's your opinions on that, Bio?
You know, EB Expo is going to be a massive event, no matter how you look at it. Even if you're not looking at it for the esport aspect of it, you're looking at it just for the simple fact that it is the Expo. You know, so many big name games that are going to be there, big name companies, organisations, publishers, etc. And names that are going to be there as well. You know, you got to keep an eye out for the people that are actually going to be there, who are getting flown over from all parts of the world just to be at this expo. So if you're not into the esports scene, and you probably wouldn't be watching this if you weren't, but you know, if you come across this video in the future and you're onto the esports scene, then be sure to check out these events that do happen all year round. However, the expo is the biggest one of the year. Next year for Melbourne, 2013, PAX is coming. That's going to be massive. We'll talk about that some other time, I think. I'm really looking forward to the expo. You know, it is the esports finals, national and finals for ACL. I guess you could see it as that. While it is only the top 8 teams that did get a spot in that, all the teams had a chance to try and make that during the qualifying rounds. However, only 8 teams are allowed because we are trying to push it out each day. One day, of course, Friday is going to be for Gears, and your Saturday will be for COD. And I believe it is FIFA and Halo, etc. will be on the Sunday. And LOL as well. StarCraft's on Friday and Saturday. Not quite sure. Check your listings at aclpro.com.au for that, and you'll be able to find out. But I'm really looking forward to it, Mike. You know, a couple of people there that I haven't met yet that are actually coming to the expo because it is the expo, you know what I mean? Like, they wouldn't really come to a LAN itself, but because the expo is such a massive thing, they can come there for the esports side of things. But the aspect of everything that's going on, more of a reason for them to show up for this. They can do, okay, I'll go watch the esports for a little while, then I can go enjoy the rest of this because I've got tickets for the expo. So get to meet a lot of new people who don't usually come to these lands, catch up with so many people from different parts of Australia and New Zealand as well. Really looking forward to that. And like I said, a week away, I'm flying in Thursday night. If you're staying near the venue, I'll be at the Pullman's, I think it's Pullman Hotel and Resorts. There's a bar there, I believe. It's open till midnight. I fly in a little bit after 9. So I'll be down there having a few drinks that night on Thursday night and probably Friday night as well. So if you're in the area, come to my hotel. Drinks on me. You
should probably hit up Durka. I think they're planning to go for a bit of drinks and stuff after the Gears of War LAN when it finishes at 10 p.m. on that Friday.
But I got to cast the whole next day, mate. I can't. You know, it's a hard life.
It's all right. You can stop while they continue. It's all right. But
once I start, I can't stop.
Yeah, back on that. A few people have asked me how to get these tickets. You can either buy them straight off ebexpo.com.au, or you can actually go to the store and buy them. I didn't know that. I thought you had to only buy them online. And a few people have actually told me that you couldn't buy them in stores. But when I went into the EB Game Store today, my local one, to pick up FIFA 13, they said, yeah, you can buy them at any store. Some stores may have run out, but most stores should still have those tickets available if you do want to get them at your local store. That's an interesting fact to point out.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at my stalker in the chat. Never mind about that.
Yeah, no, I noticed that one as well. Staying outside your room by probably with a camping tent or something like that, right outside.
And the camera. Apparently the camera's been delivered in Oz. Got to try and get a hold of that camera and destroy it.
Yeah, don't worry. That camera will be in her hands soon enough.
No. So we are still waiting for this thing to kick off, ladies and gentlemen. And I myself have had a pretty busy week leading up to all this, and I've got a pretty bit more weeks coming up ahead. You know, as a lot of people know who follow me on Twitter, I do have a wedding this weekend. Not mine. Don't worry about that. But it is a friend's wedding and part of the wedding party, so it'll be a pretty massive Saturday night. I went out for a Bucks party last Friday night. Then the following weekend, you got the expo. Following weekend after that, got my grandma's 90th, and you know, I've been trying to keep as active as I can in regards to the esports scene, but it's just so hard. As everyone know, I do get pretty busy with my work. I am really happy to be here tonight. So I thanked you during the introductions, Mike, but thank you again for asking me if I wanted to join you, because it's always good to give back to the community that's given so much to me, even though the majority of it's COD. Esports community is the esports community. Enough said about that.
Well, when you can get a caster who normally casts COD to jump on Gears, do a game like that, who even downloads the 2 DLC packs just to get into this game right before the match, I think that's definitely worth it. Gears is definitely the better better game in my opinion, but I might be a bit biased right there.
Yeah, it might be. Just quickly over. I looked over my Xbox, and when Gears of War 3 first came out, you got the Gears of War 3 sticker with it, just in the standard edition.
Yeah.
And I've actually got that sticker sitting on top of my Xbox. So I just looked at it and I was like, yeah, fair enough. I'll pay that one. I'll pay that one.
There you go. There you go. You even did it subconsciously.
Yeah, I must have done, mate. Must have done. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are still waiting for this. I'm going to give myself a little bit of a plug. Why not? Follow me at BioAcid. It's at BioAcid on Twitter, of course. Facebook.com/BioAcid. And, of course, YouTube.com/BioAcid Productions. I haven't really done that much.
You should definitely, sorry for interrupting you there, but this guy's talented. He's got a partnered YouTube channel. Pretty sure that's partnered.
Partnered YouTube channel when I had 0 videos and 12 subs.
Exactly. Saying. He's got a Twitch TV channel which he also streams on. I'm not too sure why you stream on one or the other at times. I'm trying to find some of your streams and I have to search through all your channels. His Twitter, he posts some of the funniest stuff I've seen as well. So, he's just a talented guy and he is one of the gods of shoutcasting himself. And I'm looking forward to do this cast and still waiting. We should be waiting for, only another 5 minutes, I think. Most of the guys are in the lobby themselves. They are just waiting for that last player, and then they'll send me an invite. But
realistically, I should get you in, me in. That way we can get ready.
Yeah, well, I'm going to send them a message now saying to invite me, but don't think they thought of that before.
So we are still waiting, ladies and gentlemen, as Mike said, did just say. I'm sorry, I'm here to co-commentate, but it's just my natural thing where I go on and try and take the reins. I don't want to do that tonight because Mike Star's got everything in his control. I'm just here to co-commentate. I'm here just to kick back and enjoy Gears. Just to, I guess, talk over some here and there, give my opinion on what I think's going.
Yet.
Yeah, it's I'm loving it for the simple fact. It's like I said before we went live, to co-commentate is a big thing for me because I'm always the main person that's always streaming, always doing the production, always doing everything else, and it does take time and effort to do all that, as Mike still would know. And anyone that actually puts the production side into their stream, they know that as well. So when it comes to LANs are like a commentating holiday for me. All I got to do is just show up and talk. That's it. I don't have to worry about anything else. Show up and talk.
But to be fair, you do have to talk all day, so sort of mixes and matches.
Anyone that knows me in real life, they know I could talk an ear off, mate.
Fair enough. Still waiting for that invite from these guys. I'm pretty sure it's one of the members from Fatal Deception that we are waiting on. Not too sure which. Looking in my friends list now, we do have... I don't have all of them added to my friends list, but the 3 people that I do have added are all in that lobby, so it must be the one I don't have added that we are waiting on. But we should only be a few more minutes. Sorry for the hold up. If anyone has any questions, please let us know. Any shout-outs, feel free to tweet BioAcid at BioAcid, and he'll make sure to plug you in there. He checks his Twitter more than me while casting, so definitely hit him up over me. And we will... I'm just going to put in a quick highlight video. It is an ACL video, but it does show some of the quality we do have here for Gears, so I'll just put that one in.
Team. Everyone is alive for the COG team. They're trying to catch the hill. They move on the shotgun fights first. They've done this full round. Can't even play. Oh my god. Red team with the double kill.
Oh my gosh. And Equinox comes back. That's Hayabusa going in for the final kill. Blowing Trav actually blowing them both up with the one boom shot.
Came in. No, I said the ult from here. Come on,
Yes, go for the Midnight, and they'll be crowned our Gears of War 3 champions. First ever, as there is a massive shotgun fight at the moment. Dave being flanked by Ubi.
Still alive, still trying to make something happen for his team. Getting double pushed by Arvo, and he takes out one. Oh my goodness. Turns around, one was pulling it, Metapod takes out Metapod as well. Oh my god, makes it a 2 versus 2.
Big ink grenade right there. Gonna be able to down one and take out the other most likely. I don't know, but they're holding it down, so it doesn't matter.
5 seconds left. Oh my god, Mallison needs to get a break, and they're not going to. Legacy is just slaying them, and just like that, it's 210 to 209. And what are you feeling? What are you feeling, Midnight? Well, Dave getting the long-range boom shot. I had to point that out, though.
He also goes down. I think that might be all she wrote for Envious. Oh my gosh! Did you see that? Did you just see that? There was a Hail Mary boom from boom headshot on Meister. Yes, it was. That was disgusting.
Can bring Thorn do anything here? It looks like
Legacy
not.
have it.
Dave and Trav, Legacy going large, and they stand up. That is Legacy, ACL's first Gears of War 3 champions on our pro circuit, winning this game. Amazing stuff.
Alright, so I just want to point out that I'm not too sure if you were watching that video bio, but there was a clip of me dying in that video, and it makes me cringe every single time. Cross map boom shot, headshotted me, won the game for the other team. Makes me cringe every time.
I was sort of watching it back and forth, you know. I watched a little bit here, but then I paused it because I realised my laptop sound was on. Then I turned the laptop sound off, and then I realised, well, just mute my mic instead. But I didn't get to see that much of it, mate, so apologies.
Alright, so still waiting. Okay, these guys definitely don't want to send me an invite. Try and message one of the other guys. They are just waiting. I'm not too sure who hosts first. It should actually be Reborn that hosts first. So any of the Reborn members in the stream chat or listening to this, just send us an invite, even if you are just waiting in the lobby. That'll help us out.
And stop watching the stream.
And still watching the stream as well, so...
As we waited out, ladies and gentlemen, you know, these things, it's the same old when it comes to live streaming, commentary, and doing these matches. You know, I've known this for years, so anyone getting into this industry will know it soon enough. Nothing ever runs on time, rarely. I usually
Especially
try and
not in Gears of War.
No, fair enough. I usually try and get lobbies set up as early as possible, but sometimes there's nothing you can really do about that, so we do have to wait and try and entertain you all during that time. It was said before, like by Mike Star, if you do want to shout, feel free to tweet us at GoWAUSNZ is my Twitter. I did link it earlier, or if you'd like to tweet at Mike Star, it of course is simply, I believe it's just at Mike Star.
It's at Mike
94.
Yep.
94. I forgot the 94. I apologise. We'll get some new followers, some Gears players. Hi, Gears people. Getting close to the actual 700 mark as well. I'm not quite sure what I'm on at the moment. 696 apparently. I get closer and closer to 700, and then people just unfollow me. I think it's all the bots as well.
Yeah, sometimes it's a bit of a Twitter glitch as well. Had times where I follow someone the next day, it's unfollowed them.
Ruckus is asking, what if we don't have Twitter? Get it, son. Get Twitter. It's the best thing ever, you know. Twitter's a great way to interact with all the community, not just Gears, also with, you know, COD, esports in general. Great way to interact with all that. Great way to know what's all going on. Stanley, we know that's a big lie if you unfollow me. Like, no one's going to believe that. So don't even try and troll in the chat.
You can always make a new Twitter. It doesn't take that much effort. You could always just, you know,
it really doesn't.
forgot my password feature, you know. Definitely heaps of ways. One big thing as well is, you know, you can annoy Durka. That's one of the best things about Twitter. Just annoy Durka. It's easy.
But, Mike Star, mate, what are you thinking? Like, I don't really know these teams. You obviously know them better than I do. So, what are you thinking for tonight, mate? Fatal Deception or Reborn? Who are you tipping?
Well, Reborn are missing their captain, which is Arvo. Another member who attended playing for Reborn at ACL Melbourne, so you might recognise that name as well. He also did compete at ACL Sydney under Reborn as well, but the lineup has changed between Sydney and Melbourne. But we do have, as I just mentioned, Arvo is in Europe currently. Shout out to Arvo as well. Sorry for stumbling then. I just remember that I promised him a shout out. He is, I'm not too sure where he is in Europe. I think he's touring Amsterdam, actually. So, but he wanted a shout out just to wish his team the best of luck, and he will watch this replay later. But we will see Vili calling a bit of the shots here. And from their last match, which last week was against Legacy, the top guns of GAU 3 in Australia, they were a bit hesitant and a bit rusty on the first 4 maps, but when they got their head in the games on that last map, even though the game was over, they pulled it back and took the win on that map. So if they play like they played on that last map against this game, I think it would definitely be a one-sided Reborn. But saying that, Fatal Deception is also a very good side, and they have some very talented players in their lineup, so you never know. I'm going to call out a 5th map game, 3-2 to Reborn.
Oh, it'll be interesting to see, mate. You know, the good thing, I guess, about Gears is it's more fast-paced, I guess you could say, in all that, in the majority of the game types compared to what COD is. You know, like Gears, you can usually see the winner a little bit further away. But, you know, with that said, I have spectated some execution where a team has come back. Is that rule in play? It was in play when I did ACL, where if it's a draw for the round, either the round limit changes, or how's that work out again?
Yeah, well, if you draw out a round, even if you are numbers up in the round, it counts as a stalemate. So the round will basically just be played again, but however, there's a 7-round count. So after you've hit the end of that 7th round, whoever has the most rounds wins the map. That just to involve teams just endlessly stalemating it and maps going on for hours and hours. I think we did have, before that rule was introduced, we had a map going on for an hour.
Wow.
When with that 7-round rule, I don't think a map can go for longer than 25 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's definitely is good. I finally got an invite, so I will chuck you an invite now.
Yay.
Finally getting this started. Where are you? There you are. So you should get that invite, and we should get things...
Just quickly before we get into this, I do want to ask, with Gears, people cannot join off me if your lobby is set up correctly, or do I have to appear offline, or what's the go there?
Lobby only fits 10 people, so we are in a full lobby. No one can join
Sweet.
anyway. Plus the party type is on invite only, so even if it did have a gap or two, people would need to be invited or be in the same party.
Excellent. Just want to make sure of that before we start. You know, back in the old COD 4 days, because their system was not created perfectly, even though you had it set to invite, people could still join. So just want to make sure of that.
Yeah, definitely. So on the scoreboard, we do have Reborn on the right and Fatal Deception, which the name was too big, so it's just going to be FD. So now you know who that is if you didn't already. So best of 5, though. Actually, you know, we need to play all 5, so I guess you can't really say best of 5. But we should be starting off this match with Execution Cove, one of the DLC maps that you did need to download earlier today.
I got the map packs you told me to get, so you can't blame me for anything. Now, I press on my thumbstick, don't I? Right thumbstick, there we are.
Yep, right
Spectating,
thumbstick.
sweet as.
Yeah.
I remember that, at least. You know, that's one thing.
Remember
That's
that
the
from
most
last
important
time.
thing.
Yep.
I have to remember that. Well, I've downloaded the DLCs, you know. There was one that I guess I got with the game, and then there was 2 more that I had to pay for. It was only 800 Microsoft points. Like who needs that, honestly? So I just used it up. Anyway, moving on from that. So looking to be a good matchup tonight. I am on the blue team, which
Well, listening to that game chat, someone's mic's going spastic. That's hurting my ears. I'm not too sure if you can hear that, Bio.
I've got it turned off, mate. It's the rule of my stream. Or when I stream, game sounds do not come in until the actual game starts because so much stuff gets talked about during the pre-game lobby. It takes forever.
That's part of the fun of it, though, Bio. In Gears
Not
of
when
War,
mics play up.
Oh, not with the mics player. That's the first time
that's
I've ever
right.
heard a mic play up. But apart from that, it's normally good. In my roster lineup, I did make a mistake. Lumberjack is not playing, and taking his place is Atomic Spectator. So that should be interesting. For the host, we do have Aesthetic Mango hosting this game. I'm not too sure if he hosts that often. I haven't played this team that much. So should be interesting to see how he plays on host. A lot of players don't like playing on host anymore. They feel it gives them a disadvantage rather than an advantage. Whereas I personally like to hog my host. So
You said the overview. I'm assuming they're seeing. I can't even say that type of stuff because I'm not the one streaming. I'm hoping he's got the overview up on his screen, but
yep,
I'm not
definitely
quite sure
do.
if he does.
Yep, don't worry. It's up.
I just need to fix up my audio, mate, because I've got my in-game effects up really loud, and I won't be able to hear the voices that well. I'm fixing
Too
it.
easy. For the talk round, we normally see teams send 2 to that digger, 1 to the mid, and 1 to that talk bow. However, teams do like to mix it up. I think we're going to be seeing Fatal Deception, who are the cog team, going to be sending 2 to that mid. No, they're going to be sending 2 to that talk bow, whereas Reborn have sent 2 digger, 1 mid, and 1 to that talk bow themselves. If Fatal Deception do need to make a play on that talk bow, push him out, but they are going to get some crosses on mid. Atomic takes out Beefy, and I do believe we see Bondi going down as well, taken out by Willie, and I'm not too sure who's the last alive. Iceman, he gets taken down as well. Sorry if I refer to Iceman as Iceman instead of Hobo Apocalypse. It's just what I'm used to. And we have Atomic getting stunned by his own teammate, but all in the spirit of fun, and Willie gets taken out as well. First round goes to Reborn, and opinions so far, Bio.
Oh, I was just watching that round just then. I watched Atomic do that little bit of a flank behind Willie there, and it worked out well for him. So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out again this round. I want to just jump on board with them, and I want to see what Atomic's doing and see if he actually pulls this flank off once again like he did the last time around. Of course, there wasn't only one player left, so it is a risky move.
Sorry for interrupting you. About that flank, it is boom round now. The weapons have swapped, so we'll be seeing more players going towards that boom area. And we do see Fatal Deception actually sending one to that sniper side in that pocket, try to box off Atomic Spectator in that mid so it can't get enough cross. We do have Iceman going to pick up those nades, just hide behind those crats, but he's going to get crossed. I'm not too sure if he goes taken down, no, but Galaxy gets taken down for the Reborn side. Nades are going to go in to try and get him, but I don't think they're going to be able to connect. No, that last nade gets it, but now he's out of nades. They're going to be making a little bit of a play here, the Fatal Deception side. Villy's going to be getting Lancer down, taking a full red. He should be going down any second now, but no, he's going to hold his ground. And whoever has picked up that boom shot just missed the shot. Villy's going to get taken down, and Mango's going to need to bail out of there if he wants to survive. He's taking a full red, and he is going to not go down because that boom has going to miss him. Surprise, whoever's using that boom shot should not pick it up very often if he shoots booms like that. But we have Atomic getting taken down as well. Mango needs to do a 1v4, which will most likely not happen. But he does have that ink, so who knows. I believe they are out of booms though, so we should be interesting. We do have a few members of Fatal Deception going for that, or one member going for that flank, two members going wide, and Mango needs to make a play now before he gets flanked. But he, as I said, that he did get flanked, gets shot in the back, gets taken down, and Fatal Deception evens up those rounds one apiece.
Good rounds is good, mate. Let's wait for the next one to come on out. That was Willie, of course, with that boom shot that was trying to use that early off in the round. I didn't pick up the one, but look at that hobo picking up some nice kills as well. Next round coming into play. I love looking at the overhead map at the start. It's one of the great things and features, and I do it every now and again during COD. You see that you get two players heading towards a torpo, and only one from the enemy team in that area, of course, two in the middle, and then it's going to be a 2-on-1 down the end with the Digger. Digger is one of those nice little weapons that I saw get played with during ACL, so nice players as well. So let's just try and find who was the person that picked that up.
That would be Atomic Spectator, the person who went on that flank last time. I stuck with him throughout the whole time as well. Just a little bit of that instinct. He's going to try and get a Digger against Beefy, who just doesn't know. Beefy is absolutely a machine with that Digger, so it's a bit ironic right there. But he did waste one of those Diggers. I'm not too sure if that was the smartest thing. He could have pushed up the nades, maybe got to try to get his team that advantage with that Digger, try to box them with, making them move into the position that you want them to do. That's what the Digger's mostly used for. Just shoot in a direction, make the team roll or run into that direction that you don't want them to go in, and then just cross them out with Lancers.
This is why I'm still here with Spectator, mate, trying to see what he can do with that actual Digger. He's not really moving that much around. They still, of course, do have 4 players up, so they've got they only have an advantage. It is 4v4 at the moment, so both teams trying to. I guess one of these slow rounds that we did speak about before the match went live. It does slow down a little bit after that first initial play out where the weapons first get picked up and everyone gets those first shots off. Then it slows down. Teams trying to figure out, okay, what can we do now? We do have this one power weapon, but clearly not getting that many kills. There comes a shotgun now. Oh, and there comes the pistol as well. Pulling back here, it is, of course, Atomic Spectator. I am spectating at the moment, and a nice little nade kill there. As Galaxia. I hope that's how I say his.
I just say Galaxy, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it is. But a nice instant by Mango taking out Beefy. I'm not even sure if he aimed that right. He just chucked it for a hopeful nade and gets contact with Beefy. Takes him out now. It's a 4-on-2 situation for the side of Reborn. Last members alive are the lovely Bondi and Willy. But Willy gets taken down as well. Gets tagged. We're going to be seeing a flank here by Villy as well. Galaxy's going to go in for the nice clean sweep, but Mango takes him up before he can get there with that instant. And I believe Willy is down as well. Galaxy's going to finish him up. And another well played and well executed round by Reborn.
So 2-1 at the moment, as you see there on the scoreboard, as they wait out for the next one now. At the moment, looking for some good action so far here on this map. Glad I got the DLC for it. Otherwise, I'd be sitting in the lobby just talking to myself pretty much this whole time, Mike. So
yeah, basically. So, but it is a good DLC. It is worth it. So
I have to play it sometime. I'm here with Mango right now. Not really doing that much. Shotgun is in hand. Oh, in comes the nades. Looking for those frags. I believe they are.
Gets stunned by that smoke as well. Is going to be charging Iceman. But some nice cross from Galaxy. Sorry, I just want to point that out. The crossing Gears of War 3 is absolutely lethal. When teams set that up, that cross lancer can be the most effective tool in your team.
Still with Mango here. Mango's just got inked, it would seem. Trying to pull back right now. Teammate coming on in there. Inside the middle. Galaxy's going to try and push in play there. As I try and hit the COD buttons, it doesn't work to switch players to hit the right bumpers. The right triggers. Oh, bumpers, I had it right the first time. You'll see pushing back and around now. Mango pick up that nade off that respawn. And pretty much just going to slow things down. 3 apiece left in the round. As neither team really doing that much. You know, a couple of sprays go out here and there. I was looking on the overhead map myself at the moment. You know, it's pretty even set up for both teams. You know, they've got one person near each player. So the way they've got this set up, either team could really come back here. I'm surprised no one's actually got the scope in hand. I'm just having a quick little look to see if anyone is using that at the moment. But I just call it the scope. I think it's the easiest way to call it. But no one's got it.
Don't think... I'm going to still stick with Mango. He does have those frag grenades. So
yeah, he does.
I'm going to stay with him, even though he's got the most boring of the lot so far. Just waiting around, waiting to see when he can use those nades.
I remember with the frag grenades during the showcase match that I did with Avant, and of course CI, one of the players from Avant, decided to stuck his own teammate, sent him in to get the kills for it.
Yeah, that's quite funny, especially if you can do it right. It is hilarious. And both nades by Mango wasted in the same spot. I think there was meant to be a play there by one of the Reborn teammates there, but unfortunately he couldn't run forward because of that cross lancer, which led Mango to waste both, not just one, both of those nades. So I'm not too sure if that was the smartest play. He could have chucked it down at the other two members of Fatal Deception, maybe bait them out into another Reborn teammate's lancer. But we're going to be seeing Mango going for a flank, maybe going to go to their ink. And yeah, Beefy's there to contest him. Mango didn't notice him, but he still managed to get out in time, and he's going to go back and help out to whoever picked up Boom. I'll swap with whoever has Boom, but he gets taken down. They're going to get a double link on him before I even manage to swap to him. But Beefy's going to go on the flank. Needs to turn around. Mango needs to turn around, take him out, but Beefy's not going to contest, and he's just going to run back into that house. And he needs to take a 1v2. 1v2s aren't impossible, so I can't see him taking it unless Reborn plays it smart. And he's going to be running into that nade.
Nice. Love it. 3-1, the score becomes. I keep getting tempted to say the scoreboard that I usually talk about, but I know it's not the case here, so I can't.
Yeah, the, what's it called? Ozgamer scoreboard?
Yeah, the Ozgamer scoreboard, but no, it's not. 3-1, but first to 4, I believe it is, off memory.
Yep, first to 4 for execution.
Good to see. I'm just going to start with Mango here just to start things off. You know, knocked it around from him before. I want to see it once again, as I hear some... Sounded like a dying chook that might have AIDS there in the background, I'm not quite sure. As we're here with Mango. Mango's still putting those laser shots out. Just trying to put the enemy down to their knees if he can, but Hover's across the line here and putting shots back on him as well. So, you know, it's a classic little... Oh, and then from the side there, trying to fall back here. Balding's there. And he has been dropped, but no one can really make this play unless Hobo comes across that middle section. Just trying to get back up on his feet. Does it nice. Some good play indeed. We just change it up now. We're going to see what power weapons are in anyone's hands. I can't really see at the moment. All answers and one pistol. Oh, here we go. Torpo. Trying the Willie Meister. See what they can do with that. Just trying to get a line up there with that heads. And hits the post right in front of him. Killing himself, Willie.
Not too sure.
Not
the best spot. I know I wasn't spectating him, but I knew exactly where he was. Not the best spot to be shooting a torpedo into that middle and sniper area, but, you know, what can you do? If you need to kill someone, you try everything you can do. Unfortunately, he was quite red and killed himself, bringing his team into that disadvantage and maybe costing the map for them.
Might have indeed. As Mango once again in the middle section here, trying to... There's a player, of course, still across there. Probably is Hobo. I'm assuming he's still alive. So I'm assuming that he's going to be the player. Oh, and Beefy's here as well. Both are going to play over there now for Mango. Both rushing in. Shotguns right, but there's a player behind him as well. They've got to watch out for that. Going in a 2v2 situation there. Nades are coming in as well. Have to push back. Beefy's been dropped. And he should be okay. No one's... Oh, no, we've got a challenger right there. There it is there. Tommy's going to come up with that shotty. And take him down now. Hobo's going to pick this one up easily off this kill there. Yes, it is. So now a 2v3 situation, as you'll see Mango putting these shots across. They try and push in a little bit, and they're going to even up the odds in there. They are 3-1 now, as it's a 1v3 situation for the man of Hobo, pushing back, trying to stay alive here. Glow on red. The incendiary grenades have been picked up, of course, by Mango there. That will come flying on in a moment. As there goes a smoke, and it's a grenade at the same time as well. Couple just going in here, trying to pin him down. There it is there. 4-1. Nice round, nice round.
Yeah, definitely. Those insins right there, boxing left and right, forcing him to have to roll in there, especially those Lancer shots making him kill himself in those nades as well. And as you just said, 4-1 to Reborn, very strong by them. Should update the scoreboard right there. If it wants to update, it does have a bit of a mood swing sometimes. But should be right now. And I think we might be seeing a host change. We did see Hobo leave. He's normally the host for his team. So they could just be playing these maps one by one. A lot of teams like to host maps 1 and then 3 and then swap over to 2 and 4, as it's just quicker, really. But some teams like to swap it up per map if they feel that they can use that host advantage to even things up straight away.
That's fair enough. You know, if the option is there to be used and it isn't the rule set to allow that, then you might as well do it, because it can come into play there. As I do have a message here, I am hoping it is an invite already. I got an invite to a party. What are you doing that for, son? On Gears. No offense. Got to delete that and wait for a new invite. Hopefully it'll be from you, Mike Star. I was asked to give a shout out to the man of Ruckus here. I did tweet it out, but I'll just let you know as well. He does have a Twitch channel, which is of course I'm Ruckus, and he does do some streams daily and takes suggestions for games. So be sure to check him out when he does, of course, stream. His Twitter is at I'm Ruckus. So there you are there. Shout out for you, mate. And Sammy's trying to get a hashtag trending.
Oh no, that's already been trended. Don't worry. That's been there for like the last 2 weeks, I think.
I had to check a hashtag that I saw a tweet out because it was about me, and I'm like, what else has been said in this hashtag that I'm not aware of? So I checked it out and I was like, oh, safe, nothing else, so it's alright.
Huh.
I had to get in there early to make sure of all that.
Well, that hashtag was trended around 3 weeks ago, but I think it's sort of died down until now. So people are liking those hashtags. Very interesting. Not true, but, you know, interesting to see sometimes. Especially when they tag me in it.
My main hashtag is first world problems. That's all I ever talk about. There's things that go wrong for me.
Alright, so
I love
I think some of the players were complaining about lag in that host. That's why they swapped over straight away. So that's fair enough. We should be seeing a bit of a consistent host from Iceman. Or for me anyway, it's normally consistent. Some people complain, some don't. So, you know, every player's host works different to every player's connection individually, I've noticed. So it will be interesting to see.
Invite, yay.
I do need to invite you. That I should.
I've got one.
Have you?
I got an invite, mate. Yeah, mate.
Alright.
On
the ball.
They know what's up. I'm coming in. It's taking me a little while, but I'm getting there.
Also, for those interested, we do have the Legacy Avant game playing at. They started at 7:30. I do have a little informant in that game, which is TurboTales. Shout out to him at TurboTales, giving me score updates as he is refereeing that match. Legacy are currently winning 4-0. They have won the first map 4-3. Then they won the second map 4-2. The King of the Hill 210-12, and then the fourth map 4-1. So Legacy are completely dominating, it seems, in that other match. And they do need to play the fifth map still, so I'll be curious to see the scoreline on that one. But yeah, that's the other score update, just quickly.
There you are there. It looks like it's going to be execution checkout. I believe that's what it was set up for.
Yep.
Prior anyway. But checkouts are gone. You know, I've always seemed to enjoy. I've seen a fair bit of checkouts, so I do know that, of course, the nades spawn, or depending what side, I just call it up near the aisles, which of course is up that middle side section instead of actually inside the shopping mall itself. But majority of the time, and I think you'd agree, that's where you usually see like a 3-player push from each team, or usually 3 players in my experience in regards to this actual map and execution install. Usually try and get those nades first, of course, if they are the frag grenades or incendiary. Both are great work for them as we are waiting. Oh, my bad. Sorry, people. Sorry. Yeah, I've just realised that I'm not on spectating. Yeah, I've just realised that. I hope they weren't waiting for me just then.
Normally they do, but if they start to get impatient, you'd see the whole lobby start spectating and unspectating. So it's alright, you're in the safe zone.
Oh, sweet as. Because I was talking, I just didn't, because I don't have to worry about this in COD, all I got to do is get the game and then I'm just straight in. Anyway.
So in COD, if you actually spawn in, people get annoyed at you too. So I did that once when I was helping a mate doing a COD-cast. I accidentally spawned in the game. Quite awkward.
You just quickly change teams.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me for some reason. Had to kill myself.
You're a BK. Sorry. As we do get back into it, ladies and gentlemen, so here we are. Check out execution style is what's happening. And we're going to start things off. Might jump on board with, I'll stay off Hobo, you know, he's here, he's queer, he's good to go. No offense, it just goes together, okay? I have no idea if this guy likes to swing that way or not. But we are off Hobo and he is going this way. Shotgun is out and you see Atomic across there through that smoke. We're putting these sprays through. Just a quick little shotgun through to try and while he helps his teammate back up. The nades have been picked up there by Mango, and then a nice shotgun, double shotguns there by Atomic and Mango, both getting one each. Now, in a matter of seconds, it's now a 1v4 situation here, and now that's going to be the round. Atomic's going to pick it up there, and a very quick one, which is what we like to see, 28 seconds in.
Yeah, definitely. I think the thing that won it for Reborn in that round was, I'm not too sure who sent the smoke, but there was one key smoke that stunned both Iceman and Beefy, which then led to Beefy getting full red, having to pull out. Iceman had to go back to the back aisle, then run in too late, get killed, and just basically turn the game for Reborn. But we're going to be seeing the complete opposite here. Galaxy gets taken down, I'm pretty sure, or taken a full red at the least. Mango's going to be trying to go for a little sweep, gets taken a full red, but takes out Willy. And we're going to see Bondi, I think, winning over out nades. But we do have that Ink being absolutely wasted there. I believe that was Reborn Inc. as they did win control of that stage. But we're going to be seeing some cross-lancer here, but no, nades is still going on. Battle at nades, I was mistaken a bit earlier. So we won't see nades come into play for a little bit. But we're going to see Mango making a cheeky push there on Bondi, takes him out. And Beefy takes out Vili Army. We have Mango taking on Hobo and Galaxy.
Beefy's got nades. Beefy's got nades. Pick up.
Just see here, Mango does have that body shield, so, or meat shield as I like to call it, so it does help him out. Galaxy does have that scope as well. So it might be able to get a couple of little pot shots off here. See if he can pick up some cheap and nasty heads.
Yeah, I haven't seen him snipe before, but I'll stick with him. See what he can
well,
do.
let's hope, mate. Sniping is always good to see, you know, especially when it's a real quick one. As you'll see, I believe there's Mango down there. Is Mango? No, it's Beefy, sorry. Beefy's moving around back there behind the shelving. As you'll do see Mango down here as well with his teammate. And just waiting things out, hoping to try and draw the enemy team in, but, you know, it might end up being a stalemate as well. Like, who knows? It is, of course, still ages to go, 3.5 minutes, so plenty of time for a team to make a play. They're probably still waiting. What is the, you might know, Mike, so the respawn time on the nades?
It would be around 1.5, 2 minutes. 2 minutes it would be for the nades. For normal weapons, it is 2.5. So for nades, it is around 2 minutes. But we're going to be seeing some nice Lancer fire on Mango. I think he gets taken down. He gets picked up as well by Hobo. And Galaxy's going to need a push Beefy, but that stopping power. And Beefy's going to be getting a bit cocky, getting the Y execution. Not too sure if that's the smartest move. They are down one map. Really don't want to agitate Reborn, make them have to play while they're angry. They might play a lot better.
I'd do it. I'd do it. So yeah, son, that's right. We took a round. What's up? Get in their heads, get in their minds, mate. That's how you got to play.
For a team like Reborn, it doesn't really affect them that much, as we do have a lot more teams that do it every single round, so we are used to it in this Gears community. But a terrible smoke by Mango, stunning himself, I'm pretty sure allowing, if whoever was on Fatal Deception push stage there, they would have been able to win it easily. And I'm not too sure what Beefy's doing right now. He needs to make a push here, but Atomic's going to take out Hobo. But Beefy's going to get control of that stage. Atomic's going to be shooting him. Beefy should be taking full red, but no, it takes out Atomic. And Mango versing Beefy, and Bondi getting a nice cross-lancer in. Beefy gets taken down. Mango's going to clean him up. And we're going to be seeing a 3-on-2 situation in favour of Reborn. Cross-lancer here from Vili Army, but Bondi manages to get out of there in time. And let's see, we have still a 3-on-2 situation. We have Bondi and Willy alive for Fatal Deception, with Mango, Galaxy, and Vili Army alive for Reborn.
I was watching that before, you know, Hobo did took a risky move earlier. He did charge, and forcing 2 players on him. It did allow Beefy to get up on that stage to try and get nades, or incendiary nades, if you will. He failed at doing so, and ended up just really costing him a little bit in that round. So, you know, sometimes you got to the risk if you want the reward, but it wasn't worth it that round, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we are going to be seeing them get a bit boxed here at that electronic presence, and both
worst
are going
positioning
to be
right there.
Out.
I'm not having a go here at the Gears players. You know, people know I don't play competitive Gears, but even I wouldn't put 2 people in one corner. Just saying.
I think they might have trying to make a play against Viliami when he entered that electronic section. However, when they went for the flank straight away, they tried to push back. Those Insians just boxed. One player got stuck as he got taken down. The other went for the revive, and then the other Insian just cleaned both of them.
Oh,
They just gave up.
I did admit I don't play competitive Gears, so that was just my opinion. I don't know the mindset of a professional Gears player. You do see Bonnie picking up one of their arm with that shotgun out. The man of Mango, who seems to be the person that the AI wants to watch each round. Going to jump off him as he is trying to dip dive, duck and dodge. You're going to see the man of Atomic picking up the frags this round. It was Sinner last round. Frags this time. And 3 players over here setting up, looking around, weighing it out. They do, of course, have lost their first player of Villa, or Viliami, whoever we want to say. It probably is pronounced Villi, so I'll fix that up right there. As you'll see the other players just sitting back, relaxing, weighing it out. You know, they do have sort of the advantage with the 4-player up, but they're really hoping that one of the opposition will make a move first. So I don't think they're going to do so. They're just going to sit back, relax. Is Digger in this round? I could be mistaken.
If you go to the overhead map, you can see the weapons on the map. You have Sniper instead of the Digger this round, and we have Ink instead of Insians.
Oh, okay. My bad. Apologies.
Yep, and if you do want to get a bit cheeky, you can always use the mulcher, found in the mulch pit.
Oh, why not?
In all the streams I've ever done, I've only seen one player actually able to get a kill with it in competitive Gears. Since you can't run with it, all you can do is it slows you down and you need to sort of grapple it to the floor or the wall to use it. So it's a bit tricky, but, you know, it can work if you use it smart.
Fair enough, mate. I still have the overhead map up and they're going back into it now. He with Beefy at the moment. Does have the nade in hand. Thinking about throwing it over. Who's the Inky, I believe. Don't forget the smoke. And out it goes. Well, the frag, sorry.
Well placed by BV. I'm not too sure where that second nade. I'm pretty sure there was a second nade there, but forcing Galaxy to have to roll into one or the other. Well played. Bring it now into 4-on-2 situation. Mango does have that ink though, so on a map like this, in the way they control, if they just try to push in, Mango can get a nice double ink. So they're going to need to play it more slow, probably wait for more nades, which they just did. And Mango's going to get a good nade, and unfortunately unable to down player who picked up that nade.
Just a quick question. I was just watching Beefy before, and he just laced into the wall in front of him with his weapon, with his Lancer. What's to go there?
Let me find Beefy.
He was just shooting into the wall in front of him the whole time. Like, I don't know if it was just lag or what, but
if you're just shooting in the front, he probably was going for active bullets.
Okay. Yep.
You know how when you normally shoot a gun, it has sort of a white thing when you're reloading and you go for it?
Yeah, you're active reload, yeah.
It gives you a bit stronger bullets, teams normally go for that. Mango's going to get taken a full red on that stage, dodging a nade, but another one's going to go in, but it's going to go off the stage, and unlucky to them, both nades are now burnt.
I'm just trying to read something at the moment, so I do apologise, ladies and gentlemen, for not covering the dead airspace.
Yeah, definitely. I was just listening to the comms there. They are coming everything, the Reborn side, 2 players that are dead for them. I'm pretty sure the stream could hear that too. So definitely could hear the comms here from Reborn, from Galaxy and Viliami, just telling them exactly where each of those 4 members are on the map and which ones are up pushing and which ones aren't. But we are going to be seeing those 2 players stuck at the back there. Nice ink, but it's going to get a direct link on Willie, but unfortunately it's now too late, and both those 2 Reborn members are going to get taken out. Round count is back to a 2-2, and we should be seeing another Digger round next.
I love the Digger. Can't get enough of it myself.
I remember in that showcase, one of the CI boys was behind the bookshelves. Digger just went straight through it.
That was, of course, Metal Freak 2G. That's who it was, mate. On this map as well, wasn't it? It was on this map, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Pretty sure it was. Next round, of course, once again, here with Mango. Shotguns over stage area, trying to figure out who can get up there to get those nades first. As they both want him. Beefy's down, so he'll be able to jump up there and get those incendiary areas. And he's trying to just get this one quick off, and while staying up, he will do it nicely and take down Beefy. While a bit of a shotgun action happens over across in front of him. Holbo is going to pick up the man of Atomic, and the man of Atomic gets a nice little one. Was that a kill for kill, actually?
Yeah, it was an update. So they both basically killed each other.
Nice. This reminds me of the double melee from Halo, pretty much.
Ha, pretty much.
So those that are interested, it is, of course, 1-0 in the series to the team of Reborn.
Yeah, definitely 1-0 in the series. We are going to be seeing both members of Fatal Deception at the back of electronics. One sitting. If he rolls to the right, I really want him to hit the fire alarm. It's always entertaining. A bit of those little Easter eggs in maps. It's quite funny.
Didn't know that.
Hits the fire alarm. You can grab a fire extinguisher. It's not much use in competitive gameplay, but it's always fun to go. It's always fun.
Maybe in a 4v1 you get to see one of the 4 players do it.
Yeah. I'm going to just jump into a quick listen and see how these Reborn guys are coming in their advantage.
Go get him.
You want me to grab grenades?
Yeah, just go get him.
Yeah, because they're both on my side, I think.
Yeah. And then Billy go grab Digger.
Willie might try to push out,
But wait,
he'd be
wait
pretty dumb.
Galaxy with grenades. Alright, now
Hey,
you
Galaxy, go
Digger.
back to blue door. Go to blue door and just squeeze them over the red side. No, what are you doing, man? You don't have to go that far. Just stay close.
No, I'm just pushing. Yeah, just do we grab Diggerville?
Yeah, I'll go.
We need to defend ourselves.
Okay, yeah, just stay still.
Alright, instants might be. Oh, instants will be up in about 10. Bill as well, if you want to grab them.
Wait, Mango, if you incend like
Are
the
they up
blue
there?
corner,
They'll be up
so
in
you
the
can.
cave.
Oh yeah, they're doing something. They're both pushing you, Mango.
Yeah, I'm getting close. Keep shooting.
They're both in the pit still. Nice. Nice. Last guy's on red side corner. Yeah, red side corner. Yeah, nice Digger.
He's ready.
Yeah, good
Down.
cross, good cross.
I'm landing him. Oh, that nade. Yes.
Yo, I don't know, play a bit more. I'd say send.
So definitely a lot of comms going there from the Reborn side, just calling out everything, saying what weapons to grab, what weapons have respawns. So they definitely are making use of that dead player who can use the ghost cam to just cruise around the map, tell them everything they need to know. And we're going to be seeing another stage push here, 3-piece to that stage area, one to that nade again, as is the normal standard for this map. And that player from Isle should be able to cross and down that player on stage, which is lovely, really. He's going to get taken down. Bondi's there as well, but he gets taken out by Mango. We're going to see Hobo getting taken for red. He gets taken out as well. And last player alive is, let me find him, Beefy. He's going to be pushing back into that electronics area. But for a 1v4, I have no faith, and I think he's going to get ended pretty quickly.
Just changing over through the battle cams and of course ghost cam as well. A little feature of those. Good to see. And there you are there, 4 for the victors. That will go in favour. Was that Reborn? I couldn't actually see right towards the end there.
That was 4-2 in favour of Reborn.
Yeah, there you are there. So series score becomes 2-0. As you said, it is first to 3, but in CGI, just have to get play out to all 5. So we will be seeing them all getting played. And is King of the Hill on? Is it just a slab?
Yeah, just the slab. Just the slab. You know, it's one of my favourite maps. Actually, no, it is my favourite map for King of the Hill. If you can set it up, you can get absolute perfect hills. If you even have the slightest flaw in your setup, you can go and break it. It's, I think, one of the closest maps for competitive. If both teams are near the same skill level, you can get games going to 1 to 2 point differences, as I have personally played in some of those games myself. But we will be seeing another host change, so these teams will be going for 1 apiece. Host.
And host change, as you said, so we are waiting for the new invites to come on out. I think they muted me during the game, to be honest with you, because I can't hear them when the game's going on.
Fatal Deception, which has the team you've been on this whole time, actually are in party chat. So that's why I've been sticking with the Reborn side. Quite
fair
for those listenings.
But surely when I go to spectate Reborn, I get to hear them. Like,
yeah, well,
so
you haven't actually spectated. Like
I have been. No. I mean, like when I'm going through the players, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But I understand
Whichever
because
team you're on.
Yeah, I understand because I'm on that team, it can't work that way. But I just thought because I'm spectating that it should. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. In a perfect world.
In a perfect world. But then again, I understand. One team might have a fifth person in just to watch or record for them. They could be telling them what they're saying.
Yeah, definitely. But normally teams just go into that party chat because sometimes game chat they have problems where one player can't actually hear the rest. So they just go into party chat. 1, to be private off the stream, and 2, just to make sure that doesn't happen. I know this team has had that happen before. So it's quite annoying, especially in mid-map if it happens. And you just realise.
I honestly thought I was doing worse, but a few people are saying I'm not doing too bad, to be honest. So thank you for the support, people. Like I said, I'm not a big Gears person. I don't know that much about it.
Definitely doing a lot better than me. And just a bit of a score update, we have Legacy taking out that 5th map, Drydock against Avant 4-2, so them getting the win 5-0 over Avant. Well played by Legacy. As for us, we're still in our 3rd map, so we'll be going King of the Hill slab.
Just waiting for this to load so I can straight into spectating. Come on, there it is. Straight away.
Definitely not late to the party this time.
No, mate, it's all that. It's all good. As I just have to reply on Twitter to a person asking me for a link for a T-shirt. There we are there. All done and dusted. As we are waiting in it now for this match to start on up. So it should be good. As...
Should. Definitely don't want to be playing Academy.
I might have a new stalker.
You
I might have 2 new stalkers by those messages.
Oh, you might get a few more by the end of this cast.
Oh. Might have to just stop talking as we wait for it to start on up. But, you know, King of the Hill...
getting a stalker too. God.
Markstar, I want to ask you a question. King of the Hill, you know, Reborn have picked up those 2 executions, but do you think the team of Fatal Deception could come back in this King of the Hill, or do you think Reborn will just pick it up and they've pretty much given themselves the win then?
To be honest, I wouldn't have a clue in this sense. Some teams are better at King of the Hill than Execution, of course. King of the Hill does rely more on it being a team. You do need to get your setups, your call-outs, everything spot on. But if Fatal Deception do prove to be a lot better at King of the Hill, I haven't actually versed them with this lineup, so that's why I can't say. But the Reborn side are pretty strong at King of the Hill, so it will be a bit of a tough time for Fatal Deception. But as I said, if they are good at King of the Hill, more so than Execution, this could be the start of a comeback.
Hopefully there's a bit of a comeback, you know. It's always good to see that 5th and final one when it comes to 2v2 in the series score, because both teams really want that and want the win, of course. So we might see that tonight, but we may even know the winner after this King of the Hill coming up. As you all know from the Gears community, should know by now, I'm just reading it off the screen, so I'm just giving you guys my 2 bob. Round limit is set to 210, so there's only 1 round getting played. So the first team to 210 will get the victory this evening in regards to King of the Hill. If it is Reborn, they've picked up the series win, and they'll be pretty happy with themselves. But they might even still try hard out, you know, pick up those extra executions if they want to. But the slab's about to come into play. Looks like everyone's getting ready.
Yeah, just to answer your question, Mango, who is in the actual game himself, we do have slab weapon spawns, the only map in the cycle that actually needs the spawns to be changed, so it can go to round 2 settings. We do need the smokes to be swapped over to ink grenades, frags to be traded over, swapped over to insins, and that boom shot to be traded over for the digger. And yeah, you definitely don't want to be hearing me make jokes. I am the worst with jokes. I may bring the humour to my team, but I bring bad humour. So, and I think
at the old
we
jokes.
did have the wrong weapon spawns.
As looks like, so the wrong weapon spawns were in place with the stop and start again, I'm assuming? Is that what you mean by that?
Pretty much.
Okay. Fair enough, but as we wait that one to start on out again, if you want to shout, feel free to tweet at myself at GoWAUSNZ or at MikeStar94, and we'll give you one. The easiest, best way to get in contact with us is via Twitter, and we will give you one once we do see that. It is hard to see them in the chat, you know. Once you get more and more viewers, the chat just goes more and more fast. You could put it in slow-mo, but we don't want people in your party going on in there. As we should be okay, I would hope, once we get this one started back up once again.
I was actually wrong. The weapon spawns were right. We just had a player that was spectating, so...
Oh, I was spectating. I had it right. I spectated straight up. What's up?
It wasn't you that was the problem, so I think Beefy was spectating there. He might not have been ready.
Oh, look out. Do you want to change it to me, Mike Stark? Because I'm on the team that talks.
No, that's fine. We've been doing most of the commentary here anyway, so...
So I can actually enjoy the team that's talking.
Definitely, you can see how they are
react
in game.
Get to hear what's going on.
Hope you enjoy it.
Getting excited now, mate. As they'll start on up, ladies and gentlemen, we will kick this one on off. No, I don't hear it. People, I really don't hear it. I've been told for a long time, you know, that my voice does sound good, but whenever I think it's the same for everyone. Like when you hear your own voice, you don't really like it.
Yeah, definitely. That's the same with me. I absolutely hate my voice. That's why I prefer to live streaming or live recording things, because if I actually listen to it again, I will need to re-record it.
I'd like to do a live stream with one of those Scream voice modulators. You know, the modulator from Scream. I'd love to do a commentary with that.
That'd be hilarious.
That'd be fun, I think. But I'm going to enjoy some commentary, some in-game comms from the team this evening of Reborn as we head into King of the Hill on Slab, or the Slab. You want me to pronounce it properly? The Slab.
I just call it slab, but it is called officially the slab. But that's just a bit of an extra pain to add to the map. But we will be
the AI is going to kick us a willy, I think.
Yeah, we'll be seeing a bit of a different thing here. We are going to be seeing the COG team sending two of those insins, which is the hill, one underneath them to that digger area, or to that ink, and one contesting that pistol. But for the Locust team, they actually sent two to that pistol and cleaned up that one member who went there from the COG side, which I believe was Beefy. I think he got taken out and getting himself a 15-second spawn. The spawns on this bio, I'm not too sure if you know this, are a bit timed. After that first death, they will go in rotations of 15. So teams try to like to time out the players for their favour. You know, 4v3 is always better than 4v4. So we'll be seeing a hill cap here, bringing first points on the board for Fatal Deception. And Mango, I think, started a bit of a Y execution there, but ended it early. He has that digger, so I'll stick with him. I'm going to shoot it through the wall, but unfortunately doesn't connect with Hobo. But Hobo does have those instincts, chucks it through the window, connects Galaxy in midair. Very well played. And Beefy picks up Viliami.
I'm just sitting here with Mango at the moment, trying to see if this big player's going to come out. The shots did go out there, and it looks like Hobo did dodge out at the last moment. Lancer him down to finish him off. So the team of Fatal are picking up some points here on the board. You do see that clock ticking down in the hill. For those that don't know, once that gets down past that number, that's the hill done, and it will, of course, change. But 45 seconds they do have so far. They're in a total of 210, and you see it all over your screen, really, where you need to know it. You see where the next hill is going to be as well. So if they control that hill, and I know this from watching King of the Hill for years, you know, if they've got that control and they know the hill's going to, you know, finishing up, you know, about 5 seconds to go, or a little bit more than that, they'll start making their move for the next one because they know the enemy team really can't capture that hill and gain anything off it in that time. So then, okay, it's safe to move now. We can get on over here. We can maybe try and get some points on the board. However, the team of Reborn have now got that capture in there. They're getting some points, racking on up. So no team's really out of this until the match is pretty much finished because you will see them start coming back here a little bit more as they've almost come into half of the score. They will get it right about now. There you are there, 27 seconds over the 54. And here comes some smokes as a man of Hobo's trying to make a play inside. And he does stop the capture. So he stopped that time from ticking on over here, which is going to allow them to really regroup a little bit. But it looks like Reborn are back into it once again. They have captured it, and they're going to get their points go back up once again. So Reborn looking pretty strong with this little comeback at the moment, Mike. I'm really enjoying this because, again, like I said, one team can get that hill and control it for the whole time to bring it back like Reborn just have.
Yeah, definitely. When that hill gets under 20, teams do tend to start moving over. As you can see here from the Reborn side, they are going to be pushing over. It will be at, I believe, one of the corners next. You'll see what I mean in a few seconds. After it hits the ring, hits 10 seconds as well, you can see where the next hill will be. So it allows teams 10 seconds to hit. Next hill will be, let's see, will be blue corner. As you can see, those are what I call corners. Not too sure what other people call them. That's what I've learned to call them over the months. But we're going to see Mango getting charged into Insins, and he's going to get taken out. Beefy's going to take out Atomic, and we are going to be seeing another Fatal Deception hill cap here. Just a little bit of a note for you, Bio, as well. The more people you have in that ring, the quicker it caps.
Yep.
So I'm not too sure if you've noticed. I think 3 is the quickest it will go.
Standard hill game in any game you actually play. You know, same with domination. I guess you could look at for COD. More people on the flag, the faster you capture it.
Seeing some nice diggers here by Beefy. Two picks off Mango, and another digger's going to unfortunately not connect with anyone, leaving him out. You only get 3 diggers per pickup, so he's going to be getting some nice cross on Vili. But Galaxy's going to get taken out as well. It is good to, in this setup, in those corner hills, to have one of those insins like Beefy's doing to just get the cross lance on the other side and also get some nice call-outs going. But you also want to be blocking off that spawn, because if you don't block off that spawn, they will spawn there, and they can be a bit of a pain. So you definitely want to send one just player there to block that off. But as you can see here, all 4 members of Reborn have actually spawned there, and they're going to be making their push any minute now.
You know, I'm feeling worse and more sorry for both Gears players and Gears commentators. You know, I'm sure that there is an easy way to know and have call-outs, but, you know, looking at the map and then looking at where players are running around and stuff, it looks to be a lot easier for COD when you have more of, like, you know, designated stores and shops and buildings that you can easily define because, you know, there's an actual banner on that building or a store name or something to easily define that area. But for me, looking around here on this map, I'm just like, well, It sort of looks the same to me. I feel sorry for these guys when the comms are coming out.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you pick up on the call-outs as you play the game. So, being someone who hasn't played the game, I'm sure you're finding it a bit harder than I am. But I'm just using the call-outs I normally use in-game. So, after playing the game for for a fair few months now, definitely pick up on it. But I'm sure you'll get the hang of it by come EB Expo.
I'm hoping, mate. Even if I can't do the actual call-outs, I'll just make them up as I go for a lot of things that I do these days. As you'll see the score, currently 160-66. The team of Fatal are in the lead, and they're about to grab another capture right here. First to 210, as we should know by now, ladies and gentlemen. And the man of Hobo putting some shots to go there on Atomic, trying to double Lancer over there with his teammate as well. One up on Overledge, watching down towards that hill. And Crossfire, and it's going to get... Ooh, I don't know how Hobo did not get dropped just then. That many bullets hitting glowing red. As he's going to challenge the shotty right now, pushing up, missing the first burst, trying for the second now, and will connect, but will it cost him? It looks to be the case.
Yeah, Villy's going to push him, and no, he's not going to take him out yet.
He's trying to get to him, but there's Lancer covering fire from his teammate to help him.
Yeah, he's going to get that mantle, and he's going to try and take out Willy. Willy's taking a full red, but no, Villy's going to get a nice shotgun shot into him. But we are going to be seeing the spawn going into Fatal Deception. Beefy takes out Villy, but that digger should take him out, yep. And we're going to be seeing another digger by Mango. Not able to clean him up, but making him full red, needing him to go back to that spawn. But I believe Fatal Deception did get the other spawn side, charging over those Insins. And Atomic nearly shooting Mango in the face. Just want to point that one out. That's not the smartest thing you can do, but he'll most likely, with 15 seconds left, we are going to be seeing Reborn setting up. Fatal Deception trying to do the same. It'll be most likely a blue side Ink. And Digger's flying in there, but unfortunately not able to save Villy. Actually, is that the Digger? That's, haven't seen that one before. Going straight to that Digger. Normally it has a bit of a rotation where it'll go to those corners, then to those Inks, and then beat that Digger last. So that's the first time I've ever seen that happen on this map.
I'm just new with Rambo. Hobo at the moment, watching around. Two players getting dropped there as Atomic and Bellamy will pick up a Lancer of their own, trying to get this hill in. They will get it in play. It's going to get their points back on that, coming back into it. 137-84 as you see on the score at the moment. And they are just setting up nicely around the hill, focusing on the areas they need to. One of their teammates is still inside the hill. But I'm here with Bellamy. He's pushed out, and with his teammate just there, as I try and figure out who it is, but it's not going to be easily done because I've probably just gone the wrong way in regards to my bumpering. But it's going to be there. It is Atomic. He's sitting over here with him. Shotgun in hand. So I've got a shotgun and a Lancer set up as Mango's in the hill, trying to control that area. Hobo's been picked up. Mango trying for that double now, it would seem. As the shots are coming out, he's trying to wait for that glow to go away so he can push into the hill perhaps to re-get that capture before the hill runs out. You see it's getting down to that 35-second mark, and it's going to keep on dropping down. There is only 30 points in the difference between these two teams, and Mango's just strafing back, moving around, trying to stay alive here to grab that capture. He does so nicely. So a great play there for Reborn. Reborn's still alive here in this King of the Hill. As he's got that, looks like is it the digger in hand? I believe it is.
Yeah, Mango does have that digger in hand, but he's about to get smoked. No, he doesn't get smoked, and that digger nearly kills that big rig Dizzy. Not too sure who that was, so I'm just going to say who the character was. But he should have at least one digger left, and we'll be seeing the next be at Red Ink. As I said, quite strange that I actually went to Digger first when Digger's normally last on the actual heal spawns from all the games I've ever seen it play.
Oh, nice play by Mango.
Very nice by him getting that spot on Digger. If it went a bit further, it would have continued going on. But we're going to see Beefy trying to get on that flank, getting the nice Lancer and getting 2 down as well. And most probably going to go for that hill break. Or no, he's going to have to run back because the Reborn member is there at that corner. And Bondi over at those instants is taking a full red. Another digger goes in, takes out Bondi. Bondi had nowhere to go. Iceman's going to get timed out. And we're going to be seeing more members coming out from that red spawn. I am pretty sure. Yep, we do have more members going from that red spawn. Going to be trying to shoot into corner. One's going to go into those instants, try to flank Villy, and Villy's going to get taken down. And Fatal Deception do regain control of those instant control, which is a good vantage point, but they do need to get the break on that hill. Mango's going to go for that
Mango.
double.
Oh, gets it.
Gets
nice.
that. Well played. Well played by Mango.
It's very good indeed, you know. We'll just keep my eyes focused here on Mango. Some good players are coming out in there. He's picked up by Willy by the incinerator grenade and goes one for the hill as well. And the points are still racking up there, just getting stopped a moment ago by Fatal. But they are in the lead. Reborn have pushed a nice little lead in their favour here, so they are close, of course, to that 210 mark, sorry. And it is only 17 more points is what they need, you know. So they could probably really get that with one hill capture. The hill's about to move in 5 seconds as well. And the team of Reborn are setting up here, putting the smokes up, getting ready to get play here. Going to have the man of Billy getting pushed in. Here comes Galaxy as well. And the man of Beefy picked up a nice kill on Mango. Did get the digger, double digger perhaps. No, only one on Army. And they've broken that just in the nick of time before the team of Reborn could put any more extra points on those boards. They did get a couple there, but not enough to really push them closer towards that victory. As you'll see right now, the team of Fatal are trying to come back in towards this hill, trying to capture it here, or at least, at the very least, keep Reborn away. If they can keep Reborn away, then they can try and get a bit of a setup of their own to come back into it. They aren't that far behind. It's very easy to do, but it's just about getting that setup
one
first.
Hill cap can bring them back.
Yeah, the setup is the most important thing when it comes to King of the Hill.
Yeah, exactly. Just like as I just said, one hill cap, 56 points, 55 now, can just bring them back and even the scoreline up, bring them back into the lead. And especially since they will know where the next hill will be, as it is, this will be the last hill of its cycle, so it should go to Insin straight away after. Should anyway. This map has been surprising me this time, so we're going to see some nice crossfire over from the Reborn side, but Villy is going to get taken down. So does Galaxy and Atomic, leaving Mango last one alive. We should see them spawn right now, so all members are alive back in that hill, and Beefy and Bondi are going to get that double cap right there. And maybe start setting up for next would be the best option for Reborn if it does get under 25 seconds left in that ring. But as I say that, they try to go for a push. Another 3 members, with Mango being the last one alive. I believe it's time to just, you know, take your losses, just go to that next hill. Mango gets taken down. He's going to miss that spawn wave and get the full 15 second. But as we say that, Atomic and Villy are going to be going straight through that spawn, going to that corner side, going to push up towards Insins. Hopefully I'm right on this one. It will be a bit awkward if I am wrong, but it is at Insins. Oh no, it's not. It's at the other side of the corner. This map is really, really different this time around. That's all I got to say.
But you'll see it there, you know, 5 points of difference right now between these two teams. The issue with that last hill, you know, it was just coming into play. Reborn were thinking, okay, we'll put 2 on there straight away, try and get the quick cap. Didn't work for them. Didn't really have their teammates backing him up for that covering fire, and that's what cost them. That's what, of course, Fatal came in, getting those nice little kills with the digger and the shotguns, and then, of course, grabbing that hill for the majority of the time to bring it back from a 5-point difference. So now both teams trying to set up here, trying to keep either team off, but the team of Fatal are closest to us. They do have more of a little bit of a nicer setup here, so they will get that cap in play. And a digger from Mango. Here it comes again. Double shotguns, diggers are all around. Mango and Atomic picking up the kills there. All players in that hill trying to get the quick cap. They will do so, and they will push themselves down. 9 points remaining in the game for the team of Reborn. All players of Fatal are coming in hard. Even though there's smoke, there's ink, there's everything in that area, they know they have to stop that cap, and they've done it. 6 points. They've made a break. They're going to try and get their players in here now. Mango's still alive. Shotgun fire, left, right, and centre. Mango just dip dive in the dodge, and he might get Willie here for the double as well to get the hill, but no. Beefy from behind will probably pick him up, I would assume. Mango's still alive. He's still in the hill area, and the man of Atomic will help out with a nice little kill there on Bondi. So the team of Reborn just dominating in that hill. Big props to Mango right there.
As you can see right there, that's why you need to block off that spawn, as they do just spawn right behind. They get that quick break and then barrel out of there. And Iceman takes out Galaxy. Well played by him. 2-on-1 now for Mango. Mango finally dies, gets taken out. And we're going to be seeing this hill cap should be in favour of Fatal Deception. 4 members in the ring for them. And we will be seeing Reborn spawning right behind as well. They're going to need to get that quick break now.
They're charging it. It looks like Fatal have pulled it. There it is.
210 to 204. Well played by Fatal Deception, taking the early lead, then losing it to Reborn and coming back at the very last hill. I think those hill changes, like I said, they weren't to the pattern. I'm not too sure if they've changed it, but normally Slab runs on a quick rotation, especially for those first and last hills. So it could have thrown Reborn off a little bit, but it was very well played by Fatal Deception to, you know, clean that one up at the very end.
As we wait for the next one to come on out, the next game type is, of course, Execution. The map Old Town, ladies and gentlemen, is what will get getting played, and probably will be a host change as well, I would assume. It's what happened each time thus far. I'm assuming it's going to be happening again once this one starts on out. As I just check my Skype's got a couple of messages coming at me. Just got to change that. There we are. But going to wait for this next map again. I'm tempted to retweet a tweet that came at me, but I'm like, I'm pretty much being an enabler if I do, so I'm not going to do that.
Ha.
But if you do want to shout, feel free to send a tweet at myself at BioWAS or at MikeStone94 and we'll give you one. For any of the older people in this stream, did you know that Pure Pwnage will be making, or Pure Ownage, sorry, will making, or looking to make a movie? For everyone, you remember the old web series that went to a TV series as well, but the web series was the main part of it all. Don't know if you know Mike Star, but
I have no idea what you're on about.
Oh, mate, best show ever. If you've ever heard of FPS Doug, boom, headshot, that's saying it all. You ever heard anything like that? This is where it came from. It came from Pure Ownage. This is where it was started, created.
Yeah, you should definitely give me a link to it and I'll check that out.
Oh, it's like there's a little thing on CG, but I'll link it in the chat. I'll link the actual... it's just 2 CG. It's all about CG. There it is there. That's the link to it. In the chat box. And on the stream, I mean. That's not actually in the Skype chat. It's on the stream. But, that's the link to it there. It's a massive old show. You can probably still find their web series online. I've got them all on my hard drive here at home. And, it's a classic old show. And it's a lot of lols in it. But, I'm not that old, but I still remember this show. Back in 2004, I believe, they say during the information they're trying to raise some funds to actually make a movie. But, if you've ever heard of Boom Headshot, FPX Doug, the Noob School Bus, anything like that, this show came from this show. So many classic sayings that have just reached around the world.
It definitely I will check that out after. But I think I sent you an invite. Yep, you are in the lobby with your nice white rank 32.
Yeah, man, 32. That's how I roll. That's not about the rank.
It's alright, Mango's there with you with another white rank, 98. So it's like the non-prestige of...
sorry for having a life, I won't apologise. As we waited out to start this one on up, a little dig there, but I'm not even 20th or 15th or whatever prestige is on COD these days because I just don't have the time to play it. As it looks like we're going to start this one up, I'll remember to hit spectating. But
yeah, definitely. Execution Old Town, I believe. I think you mentioned that earlier.
Yes, mate. I did, but it's all good. No, it's all good. Apparently I'm making Ruckus moist. I'm not sure what to do with that, but thank you. As I'll change to spectating. And there we are there.
Yeah, since you were actually on the team of Reborn, how did you find their call-outs? And
it was hard. It was hard because I had them talking, and I haven't had time to really tweak my levels for gears. I had my levels set probably for COD for voices and then co-commentators and then everything else. So it was hard. But I did hear a couple of call-outs here and there. The comms were coming out, and it was during one of the plays where one hill had finished, and I was watching Mango. He got that over the head. I don't know. We would call it just like a loose digger shot off because the comm pretty much happened one on the hill, and as that comm came out, the digger had gone off as well, and then straight away up down. I think it might have been Willie in there, and he was picked up. So there was some good comms indeed from the team of Reborn during that one. As we waited out now, I'm in spectating mode. I don't know what these boys are doing. Someone's clearly doing something wrong.
I think they're just going for that yellow team, or maybe they just want that Cog team. But I think they wanted to swap down to that Locust team, and then they changed their mind last minute.
Fair enough.
But yeah, some teams prefer playing as Locust, as they do believe it can get you there quicker on that boom round, and that boom shot is a powerful weapon, but you can also play around that. So I've seen teams, able to charge in on their weaker side and still manage to get there first. Some teams just have those quick players.
I'm still waiting to see how this one's going to play it. The team of Fatal had brought it back to a 1-2. Of course, Reborn with that 2, picking up the 2 executions originally. So it's back to execution again. Reborn dominating a little. I think it's fair to say a bit of a domination there with the executions. As we'll come back into it again now. Of course, you do have the digger and the sniper this round in. And I believe, is it Frags in the middle the first round in? Or
Yep, Frags,
yeah, it is.
Frags is there. We do have digger. We have also 2 Scorchers in the Scorcher pits. No one really picks them up, but they are overpowered. We do have those nades in that market area and the sniper at the bell tower. So we do predominantly see some teams pushing for that sniper. I think Fatal Deception will be going for that. I think Beefy will be going for that.
Looks like a 3-play,
as well.
And I know 2 and a 1 in the middle. And I have noticed in the past, watching Gears, that usually during the sniper and digger side, people go for the sniper. However, the next round, they usually go for the boom. Do people? Does that a majority of
Yeah,
teams still
definitely.
play?
That boom is definitely something you want to go for, and that
Yep.
sniper is just that possession. And if you have a good sniper, you definitely want to go for it. Whereas me personally, I can't use a sniper to save my life or my teammates for that matter. So I definitely don't want to pick that up.
As we are just seeing a bit of a start at the moment. 4 players both still alive. You know, they're going early to try and get those power weapons, powers abbreviation. And you'll see Bonnie here trying to think about going up towards that bell tower where that sniper is. Man, I'm just going to try and figure out who had it there. I'm just going to quickly go across to him. Viliami
Yep.
has that one. And of course, you do tell for any of the COD people that came across from my tweets to watch this tonight and don't know anything about Gears, I know this at least. When they're scoped in on the sniper, you'll see on the front of it the little a glimmer, I guess you could say.
Yep. So you can definitely tell if someone's trying to aim you down. You can see a bit of a light from their gun. A lot of close range sniper battles or mid range don't even scope. That's how good they are. So they just do the left trigger. Don't need to click the thumbstick in to go even further. But some snipers use it as well. It's all personal preference to how the sniper can snipe. For more long range, you do need to zoom in, but sometimes the player that's getting shot at doesn't notice. But most of the time
that's
they
true.
do.
That's true. There's still 4 players up each apiece. It is 5 minutes to start things off, I believe. Is that correct in execution? You do start with 5 in the round?
Sorry?
Is it 5 minutes for
Yep, 5
execution
minutes,
to start time? So 2 minutes are already pretty much gone, and no one's been dropped just yet. So we're hoping that action will pick up sometime soon. As Hobo's bouncing around, some shots are coming down here where the digger, of course, does spawn, which is, of course, in that alleyway there. And one of the enemy players is up in the Scorcher pit at the top, with 2 players in markets at the moment. As Atomic's going to pick up some more. And Beefy's just sitting back here with Bondi. They're not really doing that much, All players are just chillaxing, relaxing. Digger in hand here with Beefy. Beefy trying to get a nice little hip fire with that digger off towards the sniper up in the bell tower there. Shots coming out here by Willie as well. So they're trying to take over the bell tower. Another digger goes out there. And more shots from the Lancers. As it is, of course, the men of Atomic trying to help his teammate out there while throwing the frag down that bell tower alleyway. While Willie's just moving around, wall to wall, bouncing around. More ammo's up for the scopes. He's going to pick that up and use it to his advantage, of course. If I was Villy, I'd probably pull back a little bit. I think he might be thinking that the exact same thing. Might be trying to head out from here and maybe change things up. But still, 4 players up each. Hobo's going to get the new digger that just respawned in. And it's almost 3 minutes gone with neither player getting dropped, really. So, Mike, is something going to happen sometime soon, you think? Or
yeah, especially on this map I've seen played recently in I think it was round 1 of CGI, this map. Basically, teams waited until the last minute for 4 straight rounds until they made a play. Because it was basically a 4-on-4 stalemate. Until then, both teams had even control of the power weapons. One team had sniper, the other had digger. And then both teams ended up having a set of nades. So it was interesting. But I think in this case, we do have Hobo with that digger. Villy with the sniper. I'm not too sure who has nades. I think Atomic has 1 set, but not too sure if more have respawned if someone else has grabbed them. But we will be, Turbo Tail saying the Legacy versus Avant on this same map, since it is the same round, for CGI was extremely boring as well, and extremely stale.
Well, they can't all be exciting ones.
Yeah, definitely. That's what King of the Hill's for. So, definitely had our excitement for that one. But we'll be seeing, I think we'll be seeing a play out of whoever chucked that in. Nate.
It's going to be Atomic.
We're seeing another digger going out from Beefy, unfortunately being another waste of a digger. Just a bit too far to the right. But for the speed of which he shot it was pretty good accuracy. We'll be seeing, still slow bit, but I reckon in the next 15-20 seconds we'll be seeing a team make a play when they see an advantage.
Yeah, 30 seconds remain now. 4 players still up on each. I really think that they're going to have a start at the end of this, because I don't think they're going to get a 4 down in that time, as you'll see at the moment here with these last seconds remaining in. So hopefully the next round's more of a fast-paced one, but like you said, it can tend to be this sort of game type when it comes to execution on the map of
we're going to be seeing Fatal Deception pushing. We have one of the members of Fatal Deception actually pushed into the spawn, so it basically gives them no harm in actually losing all their players, as he was just camping behind at that spawn area, just told his team, you know, go push. I'll stay at spawn. You guys can die if you want. Nothing to lose. 10 seconds left. Go for your lives. Which
Might
they
as
did
well.
lose.
Try and do something with it.
Yeah, definitely. If they did win that, it would have been great. But that stopping power of that Lancer is absolutely deadly. We'll be seeing teams try to send at least 2 to that boom shot. We're going to be seeing both teams sending 2 boom shot, 2 to that market area. That cross Lancer and that Ink, unfortunately not able to stun Mango. One player of the Locust team does get taken down, but he does get revived, I'm pretty sure. Yep, he does get a revive. And we're going to see Bondi taking out Galaxy in that market area. Mango should be pushing in for that boom shot if he can get the angles, or if that cross Lancer won't kill him. But we see Atomic getting down as well, but he's going to tap up. But he might be getting a bit of a cross Lancer and a bit of a flank here. So they do have to be careful of that. We're going to be seeing both Atomic and Mango actually pull out, allowing Fatal Deception to get that boom shot. But they are going to need to make a play on these guys at market very quickly. And Mango does take out Willy, but Beefy's going to clean up Atomic. 1v2 situation for Mango. I'll stay on board with him. 2 booms left in Beefy's boom canister and that Talkbow. Not too sure if he can be much of use to a boom shot, especially when full red, but we shall see.
As you'll see at the moment, there's a 2v1 situation here at the moment. Mango by himself, and does have the Torpo. Almost did a Willy from earlier off in the first round that we saw with Torpo himself. As Mango is pretty much just lacing it out there, trying to hold these players off while he can try and regroup a little bit. And his Lancer is down in front of him there. But one of the good things, of course, you do know about, or pretty much most people know about here, is they can still talk to each other while they're down. So the comms can still keep coming out. You know, ghost cams there. They can just fly around, let people know where they're coming from. But you can't really defend from a boom shot leaning right on your feet. And Beefy will pick that one up for his team. So it's going to be a 1-0 now on the scoreboard here for Execution and Old Town to the team of Fatal. And the team, of course...
Yeah, I just want to point something out to someone who posted in the chat while no teams use that Scorcher. When you're pushing in for that boom, you don't really want to make a little bit of a pit stop, pick up that Scorcher, even though it is overpowered. I've only seen one team do it. It did work for them, but that time that it takes to go pick it up and then charge into that boom shot is can allow them to pick up the boom shot, which sort of defeats the purpose.
As we're out now. Here with Mango once again. Seems this with the amount of choice once again this time round in, and Billy will pick that scope up. So I'm assuming that Billy's a sniper man, but at the moment yet to actually down anyone with that one or get a nice little clean headshot. As Mango still just bouncing around here, I'm going to change it up, jump on some ball with someone else. Billy will send enough of you. Hobo's in the middle with his teammate, of course, of Beefy. They are trying to get those nades, and Galaxy's picked up the digger here. So Galaxy's trying to get across in towards middle area of markets with that dig. Could pick up a double there, but Beefy's still pushing away. Hobo's still here, and they're going to try and make a bit of a play in the middle. As I see Hobo just bouncing around behind this stall here in Marketplace, and the rest of the enemy team, of course, up that other end near that main entrance. So they're just sitting back now chilling. The digger, of course, was picked up by Galaxies, and he's going to have a chance to really... I'm going to try and find him here. That's what he's doing with it. So he's just up the top of alleyway, and he does know there's a player right down the bottom there. He does have his, of course, pistol out. But he's not really going to do that much with it, as he just decides just to move back to his teammate of Atomic and to try and help him out. See what they can do here. Is that an ink grenade, I believe it is?
Nah, it's just a smoke grenade.
Smoke? Just a smoke?
Extra smoke doesn't do you any harm.
Oh, but it can cause a distraction and then end your life, so that's a bit of harm there, in my opinion. Nah, I was just saying, mate. As we're here now, going to see Galaxy pushing down with his teammate of Billy, with that, of course, a sniper out to the right-hand side there.
I do hear those comms to be making a play here. That digger's going to go through the sandbag and force Bondi to have to go back to that. No, he's going to stay there. Another digger. And this time taking him out. Bondi should have gone back to that pistol like he originally planned to and still hold that. But I guess he would have let that flank go to the mid, which isn't really the best for Villy right now. He gets taken down. We have 2 members there. Nades are going to be going in, and Villy should be able to get taken out as he does. And we're going to see 2 members going to be pushing Galaxy, but we're going to have that cross lancer from that middle area. Should be downing 1 member at least. Takes out 1.
No!
Taken to full red. Unlucky to Galaxy, nearly taking out and getting the double on Willy, and Iceman I think was the first kill. But we're going to be seeing some nice cross from Mango, forcing Beefy to go back into that spawn.
You guys are going to have to do him quickly. Watch out for snipe. Atomic.
Well, he's got that scope here, so obviously he could do some damage with that, if he's any good with it. As you'll see, Beefy, people are asking in the chat to spectate Beefy, so I'm on board with him right now. Shotgun, he's out. As he's just pushed right back, of course, only doing that much. Over here with his teammate at Bell Tower. Well, he's at Bell Tower itself. as he's down on Seaside, deciding to come up here this time and help his teammate out, who of course is Willie, for those that are wondering. Last two players, 2v2 situation. So for those that want to know, Mango and Atomic up against Willie and Beefy for this round. And of course, Fatal do have the lead at the moment, that 1-0. So they could push maybe for another stalemate, but they probably don't want it. They probably try and want to increase their lead to a 2-0 here in this round on Old Town, as this is called execution. And the man of Beefy's going to try and come back up here. 2-on-1 situation, I think it is. There's a Atomic right there. He's getting away as he did put some shots down here. He's trying to push back as his teammate close by, you'd hope so. No, Mango is over picking up the digger, and that's going to cost him here. Might even cost him the round, as you'll see Beefy and Willie now. Scope and Lances in hand. It is a 2v1, however, don't count him out just yet.
Yeah, one member's going to be running around that spawn to get that cross lane, so if he does go wide, he can shoot Mango from where he is, but Mango's going to need to push back down to that digger.
Ooh.
But that sniper shot connected, and a few shots from Beefy takes him down, and Fatal Deception 2-0 lead on this map. This could be a bit of a comeback. I think Reborn aren't liking the very slow play here, and causing them to make mistakes.
Good round is good as we get ready for the next one.
Yeah, we do see another boom round here, so that should be interesting. I'll spectate. First spawn on... Let's see, let's find Beefy. He's got the first spawn for his team. See if he wants to push or just wants to hold. He's going to be running behind those pillars. Trying to go for the straight flank, but Atomic's right there with that Lancer. Still manages to down Atomic. Well played. Mango knows he's there as well. Mango's going to need a pull, leaving Fatal another boom possession. Well played by Beefy to go for that straight flank instead of normally pushing for the boom like that first spawn normally does.
It was indeed, you know, Beefy making that nice little play for his teammates, allowing them to grab that boom shot, of course, a big power weapon in this round, as everyone knows. And you're going to see him now try and make some use of that. So I'm just going to jump on board quickly with the man of Hobo to see what he's going to do with this one. He is, of course, still here in alleyway. Galaxy has just picked up that torque bow as well, so maybe a lucky shot here or there could really help him out, but they are down at the moment, the team of Reborn Bowen player, as we're currently on board here with Fatal Deception, and the man of Hobo, Apocalypse, if you will, but I just call him Hobo for the abbreviation side of things, making it short and sweet, as he's not really doing that much. He's more just protecting his alleyway, trying to hold off anyone that's maybe trying to make a play for that respawn of Boom.
Yeah, well, we are going to be seeing that one player as well on the cog side sitting down there as well. He should know he's there. There normally is a player that normally sits there anyway, so even though they have all 4 players alive, they would normally assume anyway that one player would be down there. For the cog side, we do have one at the bottom fish stores down at that market, one at the bottom boom, and one just sitting in that torque bow area. For the Locust team, we do have one sitting on statue, one on the critical wall down in the boom, and one at top mid, and one at top torque. So it is very interesting, not very interesting, sorry, play by both teams, just trying to make it stale, think Fatal Deception, just trying to make Reborn to make mistakes yet again to cost them more rounds.
Just trying to figure out why there's a image linked of a screen cap of my post on the thread, but fair enough. Don't know why it's in the chat, but it is. As we're still here, I'm here with Mango at the moment. You know, he's the player trying to think about going for that boom, if that respawn does have some action, of course, smoke in hand, but I really don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. You know, time is ticking away. It is about 2:45 remaining on the clock at the moment, so that's 2:15 already gone in this round. And as we all know, it is 2-0 up in the execution rounds to the team of Fatal, so you know they can afford another star if they really wanted to, because they are up in that aspect. But at the same time, they are down in the series. They only do have 1 in the series compared to the 2 that Reborn have. So Reborn, I think, are trying to sort of play it smart at the same time. You know, they know they're still up in the series. They don't want to go to the 5th. They want to get this one, so they're trying to really lay it out, trying to get the rounds in their favour. But at the moment, Fail's setup is just too dominating. You know, they've got that off that respawn, then fresh up with the boom shot. Of course, it would have been the man. I'm just trying to figure out who would have grabbed that. Actually, it was a player just picked it up there a moment ago.
Boom shot. Beefy has that boom shot.
There you are. So let's see what Beefy's doing with it. Of course, lying at the top, right at the top, of course, of roadblock spawn. Moving around now, coming down here. I hope they know that Mango is still down there waiting for him. As they're going to try and make a sort of little play here. It's just, they both got boom shots here.
Beefy did. I'm not too sure if you noticed that. Beefy gave Iceman a bit of ammo as well. So,
very nice.
They should have 2 booms apiece now. Beefy did start off with the original 3. Iceman, I believe, had 1 left originally. So they should have 2 apiece now. Beefy, I don't think any one of those boom players, Hobo or Beefy, should be wasting their booms. So they will be just trying to bait them until they can get a nice boom on. We do have Galaxy still with that torque bow. Mango just watching at the bottom mid, and we still have a 4-on-3 situation. So it still is in Fatal Deception's favour. Of course, they do have 2 booms and they do have 4 up, whereas Reborn have 1 player dead. But that 1 player dead can mean all the difference, even though it means 1 less player means more callouts, and definitely knowing where each of the enemy team is. Just listening into these callouts here, we are going to be seeing Reborn planning a little push here. They're just telling each other, knowing when to run, when not to run. Beefy's going to be chucking that ink though on that player at Fish Stores. I mean, trying to get a nice boom, making that, I'm not too sure who that is, but he does get taken a full red. But we do see another boom, unfortunately not being able to actually be there. So Beefy does have only 1 boom left. Hobo's going to be pushing him as well, but Villy gets the nice stun on Beefy. And Beefy taking a full red, but managing to actually clean up Villy as well in the last second. I believe all booms are off the table here, but Beefy does pick up those instants. And we're seeing another ink stunning his own teammate, I'm pretty sure. So
all the boys that you see there from Reborn, they're just trying to stay alive, trying to let that clock run down to allow that stale.
Definitely Galaxy gets a nice talk on Beefy, but Hobo's going to clean him up. Mango just needs to stay alive for 2 seconds, and
yeah, they've got it.
Definitely
Inks himself just for the victory.
Just for the extra lols to be had. Fortunately, he didn't die on stream. That would have been funny.
As the next round comes in, 2 are of course still here to Fatal. And it is a sniper round, so we will see them push for that bell tower, you would think. There will still be players going for the yellow wave with that digger. But it looks like it's a digger-free zone for the team of Reborn this round. No enemy players of Fatal actually pushing in for that. So they might be able to grab a couple of nice, maybe lucky kills. Oh, as I say that, Mango just puts words and just says, nah, I'm just going to team kill my own teammate, you know. We had a free run. I'm just going to kill him. Why not?
Oh, Mango will be
trying to make a bit of a flank on the back here behind Mango.
The comms went silent. They went silent for the rebound.
They would have. As the team of Fatal are bringing this back, but Mango answers back for beautiful digger landing in the chest. Oh, Wooly taking him down, but Bondi will take down Galaxies as well. So now it's a 1v3 situation, I believe. Yes, it is. For the man of Mango. Beefy's picking up that Scorcher. He's going to try and do some bit of magic with that one. Set someone on fire. As you'll see Bondi coming out through Marketplace as well. As you see the man of his teammate, Hobo, down there as well. Put some shots out, and Mango's pushing out now. This is going to cost him his life. The Scorcher's going in there. Lancer shots are flying each which way. And the man of Beefy's going in for the kill. He'll pick it up. 3-0 now, execution. And the team of Fatal are trying to tie the series back up. They need 1 more round, and they'll get the series tied at 2 apiece, thus giving us the final game type and map that'll need to get played out for the series decider, which is going to be execution on Dry Dock. As they ended it? Oh, is that the end because of 2 stalemates?
I believe, no, yeah, it should. 2 stalemates, I'm pretty sure that was.
2 stalemates in 3 rounds will give you 5 rounds in total.
Yeah, so I'm not too sure what these guys have ended it for.
Never mind, but
then again, three rounds, an extra 2 rounds after that would still not leave.
Wouldn't make a difference, yeah.
Wouldn't make a difference, so I guess they have ended it. Normally teams do play it out though. So, but, you know, I guess you can think of it like that. You are, you know, 1 stalemate, 3 rounds up. But, so that brings it into a 2-2. And we should be, let's update that on the scoreboard. And as I said earlier, 5th map.
Execution Dry Dock, mate. It's going to be a good one.
No, not so much. If you liked slowness, we'll be seeing another slow map right here. Execution Dry Dock. Some teams, the thing is with this map, it's up to the teams. They can play it slow, or they can play it fast by contesting the same areas. Teams recently have started to contest that sniper more often, even on the rounds that they do have that slow side. And teams have been starting to learn how to win it as well. But if teams do go on opposite sides each time, it does tend to go a lot more slower than Old Town was.
As we're waiting for a new invite to come on out, once that does come, of course, we will jump back on in. And I'm just replying to some tweets here. And there we are. Sent out. Just a quick little mention. Just going to throw it out there, you know. ESL Australia will be having their first showcase match this weekend. Myself and Goose Juice will be commentators for the evening on Sunday. And it's going to start kick things off at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Not for years, just in case.
It's COD.
Yep,
It's going to be the team of Unite up against Cruelty Incarnate, and it's going to be a great one. You know, giveaways will be happening. It's an interactive stream. This is what this means. Interactive. You're going to have the people who are watching it will pick the game type and maps they're going to be playing. Teams have no say.
That's going to be quite interesting.
Yeah, well, that's it. You know, people will get to see what they want to see. Well, you know, they think, okay, we know this team's good at this map and this game type. We'll also vote for that one and see how the other team adapts to that. So, you know, it's interactive, getting the community involved. Giveaways will be happening. So be sure to keep an eye out on that. I'll be tweeting it out. But, you know, before just let people know, if you're up to nothing on Sunday night, I'll be streaming that one via ESL_COD. I believe it is on Twitch. I believe that is their Twitch.
Yeah, just a bit of a question here for you, Bio, from Ruckus. How do you get into casting live events?
Well, it's sort of I can tell you my life story in about 30 seconds if you want me to. But it's... Oh, okay. Well, you
30 seconds, you're on the clock. I can bring the countdown back down.
Cybergame was up and running. CG Grand Final was happening during World at War. People wanted to cast. No idea what casting was myself. Hit up the main admin, RJLs at the time. Asked if we can get it casted. He said, sure, do you want to do it? Asked GameStar, and I gave it a little bit of a go. The community loved me. I kept doing it since then with audio only, moving out with in-game sounds and audio, then to GTV, of course, video casting, streaming, which is the main person to do it for Australian console at the time. After that, you know, organisations started to notice me, started to realise I was the voice of OzCOD, and asked me to attend their events. How'd I go?
You did that in under 30 seconds, too. I was actually counting. So
excellent. That's my story. But it's a lot more behind it. You know, you do have to be professional. You do have to bring yourself. You know, you have to give 110% for each stream. You can't just do it half-assed like some people tend to do. And like Mike Star puts the time in to make the images, makes the score. You know, that type of stuff counts a lot in regards to making a name for yourself in the streaming and commentating side of things, because production counts. You know, in my opinion, production counts more than half of the actual commentating. You do, of course, need a good voice, know your stuff, etc. like that, but if your stream's bad quality and if you're not putting effort into the stream, then people really won't want to watch it, you won't make a name for yourself, and therefore you won't really get anywhere in the industry.
Okay, sorry, I think I need to go check a party invite here. So, Beefy wants me to join a party. I think he wants to have a chat, so I'll mute my mic here. You can continue talking if you want. Try entertain.
Zoms is asking how I get a sexy-ass accent. Australian accent, is that what you're referring to? That's all the accent is, my Australian accent. I've been told I have more of a very deep Australian accent. It's not my deep voice, it's more because I live in the country. I live in Western Queensland, so my accent's more strong than what other, you know, a lot of other people with Aussie accents are. I've been told that in the past, so I'm not quite sure if that answers your question, but hopefully it does, and that's what that means. But yeah, like I was saying, you know, people just realised that I was the voice of OzCOD, and back to Ruckus' question, that's how I got named, and people just seem to enjoy my quality of commentating. I didn't really know how to do it, to be honest with you, when I first started. Like, all I knew how to do, I just pretty much used my knowledge of watching, you know, football on TV, basketball, etc., and how their commentators work. That's all I really did off, that's all I went off, and I just adapted from there. I do have to give a shout out to Arsenals, Craig from New Zealand and GameStar. You know, he mentored me in some ways. You know, he taught me in regards, not really, you know, how to commentate, but just what I should do, what I shouldn't do, and just ways to become better, if that makes sense. That's what he taught me. He mentored me in that aspect and really helped me develop my skills in regards to commentating, and, you know, stop saying and so much. I do say it here and there from time to time, but not as much as a lot of people other people will do. Also, you know, dead air is a massive thing. You don't want to have too much dead air during a stream. Even if you got to just talk absolute crap for that time, it's still better than just having absolutely nothing happening in that pass. Mike Star, are you back? Are we good to go, mate? What's happening there? I don't think Mike Star's back yet. People are asking, how do you get a moist voice? This is my voice. I guess you could say drinking and smoking since I was 13 might play a part. Don't know. But who knows if that is the case. I'm just having a quick little look at the chat to see what else I need to answer here. What am I talking up, Hayden? I don't know what you mean to talk up. Do Gears of War 3 competitive Oz let others commentate? Ruckus, you'd have to hit up Mike Star or one of the other commentators, mate. I'm just here as a special guest for the night. as it was stated at the beginning of the stream, I was asked by ACL for the EB Expo to commentate over their Gears of War Top 8 National Finals. And, of course, there will be pro players joining me in the commentary booth during that. But that's the only reason I'm really here, just to touch up and, clean the rust off, I guess you could say, in regards to my Gears of War commentary. My COD commentary is always going to be the same, but my Gears of War needed a bit of work, so that's why I'm here tonight. I think I've done all right, but for my first one since really ACL Melbourne, which was a few months ago now. So I think I've done all right tonight so far. As I'm still set to spectator. Beefy's on spectator for some reason. Mike Star's a team player. Oh, okay. They're just sorting out hosting. So split host, they're saying first of 3 rounds. Then they have to stop host, change it, then go again to see how that goes out. But yeah, I'm just trying to read now in the chat to see if there's any other questions I need to answer. If you have any, actual questions that you want to know about me or anything else in regards to, esports and stuff like that, the easiest way is probably tweeting at me, because I can see that and give you information back a lot easier. But other than that, that's all I can really offer you at this time. My jokes are as much as Spider's voice. Fair enough, Ruckus. As we asked to Wayne, but as I was just saying, Mike's just trying to sort some stuff out here, but it does sound like they want to split host. So first, they'll play 3 rounds, not first to 3. They'll play 3 rounds, then they'll stop, change host to the other team, then continue on with that original score, of course, if it is, 2-1, 1-2, 3-0, 0-all, whatever they can go with there. But we are just waiting for that one to start on off. I'm not laughing at Ruckus. I'm just enjoying his comments, Hayden. As we are waiting it out now, still waiting to get this one underway. It's just coming around 10 o'clock tonight. Lucky I have to get till 7 o'clock in the morning. Usually it's the 5 a.m. wake-ups that I have to do it all. Don't chuckle these reckons. I'm enjoying both of these interactions with you, Hayden and Ruckus. But like I said before, ladies and gentlemen, if you do want to know more about how I got started in this industry or anything like that, feel free to tweet at me. It's the easiest way. I interact a lot via Twitter. Also at Facebook. Facebook.com/GoWAUSNZ. I interact a lot via that as well. I'm on Facebook majority of the time, like most of us are. Just trolling for good memes and stuff like that. As we just waited out to try and figure out what's going to be happening with the rest of this match tonight. Still waiting for Mike Star to rejoin us here. But I have explained to everyone what was the discussion taking place in the lobby, in case you could not hear them. I don't really keep any empty spots in my friends list, Hayden. My friends list is usually full, and that's the way I usually keep it. Mainly filled up with competitive COD players, because they're the players I actually need on my friends list for when I do live streams, etc. It's easier having the main players, or one player from each team on my friends list. Then, of course, I have my friends and family on my friends list as well, who I play with in my downtime. I've been playing a fair bit of WoW lately, thanks to a friend getting me into WoW, and I've been playing around on that. I'm level 71 at the moment. I started playing a few weeks ago. And with my spare amount of time, I thought I'd done pretty good getting that up to level 71. And we are still waiting here for Mike Star to rejoin us, but I have explained what was going on, what the issues were. And we can't really do much else until he comes back, and we can go with that. Yes, I do have Mr. Pendes, the man of Ruckus is asking. Yes, I do, mate. I got that pretty much when I got the game. You'd ask me if I wanted to upgrade to that level of the editions, and I was like, yeah, why not? I was just keep getting it all the way up when I first got the game. But I can't play it yet because I'm not a high enough level. I'm only 71. You've got to be 85, I believe, to start off, or 86 to actually play. That's the rest of that part, I believe. So I've got a fair while to go. As I said, Ruckus, I don't know, mate, because I'm not a high enough level to be able to play it yet. As we wait it out now.
Alright, sorry about that.
There we are, mate. I filled everyone in about the hosting debacle.
Yep.
So don't worry about that.
So yeah, sorry. It was meant to be split rounds. Fatal Deception were under the impression it was meant to be split rounds. I heard you explain the whole hosting thing. But because in that last map, as you saw, it was only 3 rounds. They didn't actually play the last 2 rounds, which did cost them that extra 1 round, maybe making it to that 4. So they are 1 round short of actually hosting. So it actually will be a full 5-map host of Reborn. Okay. So we should be starting into this. It was just a bit of confusion there because they thought that that got bumped up to that 4, which would have been tied. But unlucky to that, if they played those last 2 rounds and maybe possibly got that 4th, it would have counted and been split host, but we will be seeing Reborn host here. So sorry if